Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's how you get started in open.
String element spot running robot.
Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas.
Harrison Butker in kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
29.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just short. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Complete to Travis Kelsey. First and goal, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Chiefsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown! Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
21-0 our score after 1.
Raiders nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on a touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Mahomes. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quarterback Smokey and the Bandit Lair. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Open man, that's Renfro. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps taking the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And again, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Oh, what a move. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here's another interception. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
Zooming past that number there. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to back.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17.
Elements bot running robot.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. 2nd and 6. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Buffalo 18! Trap 60! Trap 60!
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points. Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Sky Moore, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the New York.